Peace, peace, peace. Peace and good morning, my weebles. It's your boy, Sincere Seven, coming to you live and direct from the Psychonaut Academy of Detroit. The pad. somebody cracked on me the other day about that. Oh man, so listen, y'all. I'm feeling physically great. Mentally, I'm balanced. Emotionally, feeling some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Got my Cancer moon going and shit. My feelings hurt this morning. You feel me? So I'm in my bag. But on some G shit, y'all. So this is a little urban philosophy. You know what I'm saying? A little urban philosophy. For those who don't know, we do the Cushion Coffees. We talk about the health. We talk about relationships. We talk about healing. You know, character growth and development, psychonauts and theogens, all of this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I like to sometimes just kick it on some urban philosophy. Some things that I ain't really teaching. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of sharing. You know, just kind of thinking about a few things and looking at how things go and speaking about it, right? So, YouTube, the Psychonaut Academy Detroit, or The Pad. Go ahead and subscribe or hit houseofgenesis.org. Houseofgenesis.org. Sign up for our email list. Keep up with everything. So, I this morning hopped down and I'm scrolling, and I just seen one, I seen a bunch of accidents. I don't know what's going on, but be cautious, y'all. Be cautious. I'm seeing a lot of people who I'm scrolling. There's just different people talk about being in car accidents. So it's like, okay, I don't know what's going on with the celestial bodies, but please be cautious out here. So let me roll up, first of all, while I'm talking this shit. And if you got a problem with motherfuckers smoking weed on their videos, get the fuck off my shit. Just don't even listen. Don't pay attention. Nothing, because you're stupid. I'm a sacred plant practitioner. I serve ayahuasca, cactus, mushrooms, all of these different plant medicines, and y'all want to talk about, oh, you smoking weed. That ain't it, stupid. So stay tuned or not. Now that that's being said, let me go in, because that ain't what the video about, but it kind of goes into it. You feel deal with me? I'm scrolling this morning. I come across a person's page, which I spoke about this last week. I think I spoke about this, posted something last week about people who people who think that they have advanced in their spirituality or they even character growth and development. That's a good thing. What I don't like is how people will reach a level and turn around and start talking shit to the people in the level that they just got they funky ass up out of. I'm scrolling and I seen somebody talking about they was smoking weed and they finally stopped and now they realize how it was this and it was that and all this negative shit. Oh, weed is this and this, that, and this blah, 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 and it's depressing, this da, 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 da. And I'm reading, I'm like, yeah, so then they talking about, so a lot of y'all need to stop and y'all need to da, da, da. And I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely not about to comment on this person's page. Definitely not. But I will read the comments, right? So I went to go read the comments, and I'm reading, and I'm like, okay, see, they get it. You know, so like, well, you know, some people, but everybody uses it differently. Somebody was like, well, that's because some people just be abusing it. So maybe you was an abuser. I was like, you know what I'm saying? So it was a lot of different. But then there was people coming in with the, oh, watch the people who, watch the people who know, who get triggered, and something to the lines of, watch the people who have something to say about this. And if they do, that shows and proves that you're right. And I was like, oh, here we go with that dumb shit. Oh, you triggered? That must mean that is true. No, it could mean that I'm just tired of people saying stupid shit. Or I'm tired of people putting their projections onto other people. Just because somebody get an attitude because you said something. Boy, this social media, I said what I said. That was the first thing back in the day. I said what I said. People really think that just because they said what they said, that they didn't drop the mic or some shit and, oh, I done said some helly shit and now y'all can just worship me because I got the right word. Like, man, shut that shit up, right? So when I seen it, it was like, it took me back to that post that I made talking about shame. Like, people try to get people to change through shame, you know, and I'm like, man, that's not the way to do that. You know what I'm saying? And also I thought deeper into how people keep telling people what they need to do. So y'all need to stop smoking weed and you need to leave this alone and you need to. Projection at its finest. Why do they need that? Why can you tell somebody they need to stop doing something? So there was a couple people on the post that was saying, I'm not sure what you're talking about, but for me, it does this, that, and the other. And, you know, and there was people on saying, I can go cold turkey. That's how I stop. Like when I stop. You know what I mean? Which I have done cold turkey. I've done where I'll wean myself off. You know what I'm saying? I've done to where I just woke up and was like, nah, I'm gonna stop, and stopped for a while until I was ready to go back into it, right? So me having plenty of experience with cannabis utilization, the stopping of, the altering, I offer this to y'all. For those of y'all who keep telling people they are addicted to weed, I disagree. I've never met anybody that I would say is addicted to weed. I think what y'all mean and what y'all trying to say is they dependent on weed. There is a dependency. Now, let me speak to those of y'all who like to project onto other people negative things. If I am a single man and I leave work and go to Ramshorn after work, and I purchase my dinner, and I'm doing this for like 6 months, and then I meet a woman and we start dating. And in that, you know, she starts cooking for me and, you know, doing nice things. And then we get together, we start dating, like it's serious, right? It's been a year later. Now I'm accustomed to when I get off of work, I'm going home and there's going to be dinner on the table. So now, over the next 2 weeks, people after work are saying, hey, let's go to Ramshorn and get some dinner. I know how you used to do. And you like, nah, I got dinner at the house. It's waiting on me now. And you don't go to Ramshorn for 2 weeks straight. Somebody says, man, you addicted. What are you talking about? You addicted to that woman cooking for you. Why? Because you do it every day. I'm not addicted to it. I'm dependent on it. I was wasting time and money at Ramshorn and decided to now eat the dinner that is served for me at home. So now when I get off work, I'm not stopping at Ramshorn. Don't you need to eat? Yes, but I'm very dependent on the individual at the house. I depend on it. When I do taxes, you know what it's called? When I have people in the house that I take care of? Dependents. They're dependent on me to pay the rent. They're dependent on me to pay. This is not an addiction. You all take a comfort with something and try to turn it into something negative. A lot of y'all need to check yourselves. If you think that people are addicted to something, then you're an addict. Self is the measuring stick of the world. You measure the rest of the world based off of how you see yourself and those around you. So some of y'all might have been addicted. That's why you had to stop. And that's why you're finding benefit when you stop. Because you was fucking up when you was doing it. You was lazy when you was using it. You was unproductive when you was using it. But those of us who sit with it, I'm not using my woman. I'm with my woman. I sit with her. You know what I'm saying? I don't use her. If you use her, then that's a different story, right? But if you sit with her and y'all work with one another, then the dependency. If I'm serving ayahuasca, and every time I'm serving ayahuasca, my woman is there to help me out. My partner is there to assist me. I'm dependent on her. So I just wanted to offer that thought process first. Now let's go a little bit deeper. Healing is an intimate experience. Healing is an intimate experience. And as a healer in the community, one of the main issues that I have is this cookie cutter shit that a lot of people have. If you have this is what you need to do. If you're dealing with this is what you need to do. Says who? What's their astrological makeup? What's their human design? Dig. So I got a human design reading, right? And in the reading, my analyst told me, you by no means are meant to utilize Western medicine in any way. Your human design, you are designed to not utilize Western conventional medicine. You are made for alternative healings and natural medicines. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. Me being, you know what I'm saying, the healer of the community, the Detroit medicine man, right? But then as I got to thinking deeper about it, I said, wait a minute. If it shows up in my human design that I am not supposed to utilize Western medicine, my understanding of the law of correspondence and the law of opposites is that if that corresponds, then that means there's an opposite. That means that there's somebody who should not utilize alternative medicines and that they actually should lean into Western conventional medicine. Now, I got to call my human design analysis person back and ask them to confirm that. But it's my theory and hypothesis from the universal laws that I know that it has to be that way. And if it's not, I'm going to have questions. Well, why does the chart say that I'm absolutely not meant for it if it's not speaking on who is it, right? That wouldn't even make sense. So with that being said, when I say healing is intimate, I'm saying that any cookie cutter, oh, if you have this, then you need to take this. I don't trust it. I don't trust it because there's something in you that's different than that person, whether it's the amount of water in your body, your amount of calcium ions, your ability to absorb, the rate in which you heal, whatever it might be. And these things are, using the law of correspondence, able to be observed to where that is able to be customized. Healing is intimate. So just like love making, oh, okay, so first you start and the woman get him some head and then he turn around. That's porno shit. That's porno. Then he get her some head, he get it, and then they do it missionary, then backside, and then you get the cum shot, and then the done. That's not how you make love. That's not how you have sex. That's how you make a porno, which is a false representation of a true magical experience. And I feel that cookie cutter, like, oh, if you have this, then you need to do this. That's porno shit. No, make love to that client. No, meet that client at what they need, what they want, and what they desire. This is why I say, when you deal with the House of Genesis, we make your healing, we bring back sovereignty to your healing. Your doctor don't tell you shit. He don't explain shit to you. He don't explain what's going on in the body, and he don't explain how or why the whatever he's telling you to take can assist that. There's no intimacy in that. Here, take this. Well, what's it? Don't just take that. Just take that. Take that. Take that. Take that. That's Diddy shit. No Diddy. No. So look, this is what's going on in your body. Blah 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 blah. This is what the disease is doing. Yada 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 yada. Now, I would invite you to lean into this medicine because it will address blase split and Now, should you find yourself not comfortable with that, I went to give a woman Cambo. She was sick. And I was like, okay, well, come on over and we'll give you Cambo. And she was like, I'm a vegan and I don't deal with animal products. Oh, understood. See how that just switched up? So her healing needs to be different. It needs to be customized for her because healing is intimate. Okay? So with that being said, when people hop on and say, oh, y'all need this, you need to do this, y'all need to stop that, that is a person that I wouldn't trust for advice because it's clear that they're not understanding. They have a opinion that is based off of what is that? Judgment. They have a judgmental opinion. Oh, with depression, yeah, weed makes you depressed and it makes you this and that, and all it do is make you tired and lazy and this and that. So y'all need to stop smoking because I stopped smoking and it's been the best 3 days of my life. I've been happy and I've been dead. And so y'all need to shut up. What does whatever the hell you just went through with whatever the hell you talking about got to do with us? And I like because somebody jumped in there was like, well, shit, you must have been lazy before you started smoking. You must have already been depressed. You must have already. I was thinking the same thing, like, depressed, lazy. You know how many businesses I got? You know how much shit I do? You know how many kids I got? How many? Listen, stop it with the projection. If weed makes you lazy, then you might need to stop smoking weed. If weed makes you depressed, then you might need to stop smoking weed. Now, as for me, prior service military, Gulf War, all of these different things, I came home, I had PTSD. I was angry. I was frustrated. I was violent. I'll slap the shit out your boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of his size. I was ignorant too, right? And weed pacified my PTSD. Weed pacified my PTSD. I couldn't go nowhere, but I smoked weed and it would give me the ability to be in a room with a full of people and just kind of not feel like, all right, I need to have my guards up because somebody in here and people is looking and I don't know, they might be, you know what I'm saying? That shit is bad. And smoking weed allowed me to calm down and become social. So this is what allowed me to come back to Detroit and to start to socialize with individuals in my city. Shout out to Ben Jones. That was one of the first individuals that walked up to me. It was like he could tell, and he started talking to me. You know what I'm saying? At first I was like, "Yo, what's up with dude? He kind of weird as shit." But as we kicked it, I was like, "Yo, dude, he dope. He cool. Whatever he on, that ain't my business, but he cool." And then in the poetry scene, I started slowly but surely opening up. That was because of weed. If I wasn't smoking weed, I'd ask me, "Yo, my man, why the fuck is you over here talking to me? Get the fuck around me, bro." Like I was real, like I didn't want I'm not talking to you, don't talk to me. I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to deal with nobody. I was like thrown off because I'm so empathic that I can feel other people's shit. So me not understanding all of this, coming through the military in my youth, not understanding spiritual gifts and all of this stuff, I just knew that I didn't want to be around people. And if you came around, so weed gave me the ability to calm the fuck down. Weed gave me the ability to focus. I was so PTSD, so paranoia, so that I couldn't focus on work and business and things like that. Smoking the weed gave me the ability to tone all that shit out and get to work. I am very, very productive. When I find myself getting scatterbrained and not doing stuff, I'll go and I'll sit and I'll take a smoke break. And then once I smoke, boom, I'm back in. Right? I remember when I stopped smoking weed. And the woman I was with, she was like, I'm going to need you to smoke some weed, and I'm going to need you to not stop smoking weed no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because when I came off of it, then those things, those residuals, they came back. And it was like the cutting into people, being real short. Just, now, the mushrooms is what cured my PTSD. The mushrooms is what cured it. And I see people on here talking about, oh, mushrooms and, oh, people using this like they're using weed now. Y'all need to stop it. Y'all need to do. Again, too much projecting. Everything ain't for everybody. And the avoidance of everything ain't for everybody either. Furthermore, you telling somebody what they need is never going to help them, because unless they know what they need, unless they understand why they need to stop, what they need to stop, what they need to start, all y'all doing is exchanging projections. Y'all just trade it. It's kind of like, oh, my New Year's goal is to work out more. You want to join me in? And they're like, okay, cool. Well, my New Year's journey is to motherfucker go dancing more. You want to join me? And it's like, yeah, all right, cool. And then they both start, and after the second week, they mad at the other person because they not rolling with them like they said they would. Because I really don't give a fuck about dancing. I just said I was gonna do it because it was like you was telling me you doing it, and we need to do it, and people need to do it, so let's do it. No, you need to do it. Some people need to get out and dance. Me, I need to get out in public and dance. I need to do that. And some of y'all need to keep your ass out the club. See how that works? You know what I'm saying? Like, start to speak about what you did and how it helped you. That's what I invite you all who come on to social media and get to telling people what they need to do because of some grand realization that you finally figured out last weekend and shit. Just speak about the realization you had last weekend. You'll do better. Let others who are like, I've been wondering about myself and my productivity. And I do smoke a lot of weed. Maybe it's that. Maybe I'll take a break. Now that person's approaching it from actually looking at themselves as opposed to being shamed into doing something. Invite people to hear your story. Hey, y'all, I used to smoke all day, every day, man. And I used to sit in my room depressed, listening to Rod Wave. And I used to be so da-da-da-da-da. And I couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. And so I decided to stop smoking weed. And then I did. And what I gained from that was blah, 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 blah. That will be so much more inspirational than, yo, I stopped smoking weed a year ago, and I'm here to tell y'all just lazy and you're unproductive and you're not focused because you're smoking the weed. And I know because now that I'm not smoking, I'm happier than I ever been. There's no inspiration and no motivation in it. I did a video the other day talking about shame and how people use shame to advertise. That's whack. It lacks any. There's no crave it. There's no want. There's no, I'll support you. Oh yeah, I'll sign up. Oh yeah, you sound like you know what you're talking. No, fuck you. That's what I'm saying. No, fuck you. Fuck you. Like you fuck. Okay, go enjoy whatever the fuck. But to start projecting on other people and telling them what they need to do. Nah, man. We need to find our own journey, man. Are we not realizing that we all are customized for our own journey? How you trying to get somebody else to customize themselves for your journey? How you trying to train somebody else for your job? Baby, that's not their job. No, they don't need to do that. If you gonna be an Olympic swimmer, you need to stop smoking weed, baby. If you're gonna be a medicine man, there's no need for you. You know what I'm saying? What do you do? What do you do? Are you in tune with the Matrix? Are you in tune with the interdimensional realm? Are you in tune with your own spirit? Have you gained the ability to link all three of those together into divine linkage? That's your goal. Not to tell other people what they're supposed to do. You're supposed to be trying to get your spirit to match up to your soul, to match up to your journey's mission. Some people is aware of their journey's mission, but their spirit is fucked up and their soul is lost. How the fuck? Some people are in tune with their self, but they have not tuned the self into, or the spirit into their soul, into the soul's. This is why when we talk about past life regressions, that's different than ancestral traumas. Let me be very clear. In the last life, this is a soul thing. When you're dealing with generational traumas, this is an ancestral thing. I need y'all to, are y'all following what I'm saying? These are two different realms, are they not? Are they not? Your soul has nothing to do with your ancestral linkage. Your soul came through that ancestral linkage to experience. It was like there was an experience that was open in that realm. But that soul has no connection to your DNA. The DNA, that's ancestral, which is why I explained to y'all that the ancestral realms is the last connection to the terrestrial realms. This is why that's the only realms that racial shit is in. You got a lot of ancestral shit going on because of racial shit. This is all terrestrial shit. Yeah, y'all following me? Y'all follow? We got to, you trying to get a light body, or you trying to be, listen, let me be very clear. No disrespect to anybody who is majority in ancestral work. But I'm not a heavy ancestral worker, because that's not where my desire to attain, to ascend to. I have no plans at all on being an ancestor. I'll be an ascended master. I'll be an ascended body. That's my plan. I look at the ancestral realm as a realm that you would exist in because you had not finished your terrestrial chores, baby. Finish your terrestrial chores. And I'm going to tell you, your boon ain't high if you sitting there judging other people. Your boon ain't high. Your boon ain't high. Peace, God.
Peace. You got papers next though?
Yeah, you come over. I got some. Yeah. So your boon to get that, the judgment, the racial, if you stuck on the racial, oh, them white people this, them Chinese people, them this, if you stuck on homosexuals, all this judgment about other people going through that, you're going to get stuck. You're going to get stuck because you're not seeing past that. You're not seeing the light bodies. You got to get into that realm where you're not seeing the physical, because as long as you're seeing the physical, that's where you're going to be stuck at. You got to get into seeing the light bodies. Yours, the energy around you. Hey, listen, The Art of the Dreamer by Carlos Castaneda. This is the same one who did the Teachings of Don Juan. This is a very, very, if you a light worker or you know what I'm saying, you trying to manifest your works and become an ascended one and not an ancestral one, you have to learn to look at the energy. You have to learn to look at the energy. You know what I'm saying? This is a higher vibration. It's a higher vision. It's a higher thought process. And this is why some people deal with the entheogens and deal with the psychedelics. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all out there as judging have no idea what's going on. Okay, when you deal with these entheogens and they open up the ability to reach these different realms. In these realms, you're able to visualize and see things differently. So now you're not seeing the physical of a person. You're seeing the light body. You're seeing, you know what I'm saying? That. So when you get to seeing with that vision, the ability to judge people for earthly, terrestrial actions tends to lighten up. You tend to see past that. And that's where you want to be. And that's the only type of people I like to be around. I could tell how people see the world based on how they react to me. You know what I'm saying? Because if you use the physical vision, then you're losing. With me, I always say to people, oh man, don't worry, I just look like this. I love saying that because they know what I mean. While I'm smoking my weed, talking my shit, I'm a real city type of, real hood type of real, I go around like, man, when I be in Texas and I be in these different places around mostly white bodies and they be seeing me in my realm. Like, cause I be, when I'm in learning mode, you ain't seeing none of me. But then when I get out of that and we go back and we might have a little sip or smoke some weed and talk, and they see like, yo, he a real hood dude, but he real, he an oxymoron. Yeah, like, and that's what I mean. If you looking with the eyes of judgments, oh, you're gonna be able to find some shit to judge. Trust me, I'm gonna make sure of that. You'll be good. You'll find some shit. But if you're looking with the eye of energy, that's gonna be a whole total vision. And that's how you want your existence to be. That's how you want, when you walk around, you want to see people from the energy part, not from the judgmental part. Oh, they smoke weed. Oh, he cuss. Oh, they drink. I see these little ignorant ass texts or posts about, oh, you can't be a healer and a medicine man if you eat meat. You can't be a healer and a medicine man if you drink liquor. You can't be. Y'all sound stupid. Y'all really, like, that's how I be feeling when I read that. Like, what shamans have you ever met? Because I've met quite a few. You know what I've not met? I've not met a shaman who does not deal with sacred herbal drinks, sacred herbs, sacred fungi. Like, they all dealing with altered states of consciousness, and all those things deal with altered states of consciousness. Oh, they smoke tobacco. What? Tobacco's, see, you don't even know. You don't even know. When we cooking tobacco, I mean, ayahuasca, we blowing tobacco over it and singing to it. They say the more you sing to it, the more sweeter it is. Blowing tobacco is a sacred medicine. Nicotine, those Newports might be something different. But the ideas that people walk with, not having the knowledge and the understanding of what they're talking about, and just spewing judgments, spewing what people should be and shouldn't be. Do they have their life together? Let's ask. Well, when we say, do they have their life together? What would qualify as a yes? Because one would say they ain't got no life insurance, they ain't got no insurance, so they ain't got their life together. Another say they don't have a relationship with their kids, so they don't have their life together. Another say, well, they're not in a loving relationship, so they don't have their life together. Another would say, well, they don't have a successful career, so they don't have their life together. And another would say they don't have freedom nor peace, so they don't have their life together. Which one of them is right? And don't say all of them, because you ain't. I gotta have all that shit. Oh, I ain't got my life together then. Well, hold on. Well, actually, but anyway, you get what I'm saying? Like, no. What is happiness to you? What is freedom and peace to you? What is having your life together for you? Because if it's living in Mexico on some land, buy some water, and taking mushrooms and smoking weed all day, shout out to you. I'm not judging them. You know what I'm saying? If it's living in a high rise in New York, working at one of them Fortune 500 or top firms and making, you know what I'm saying, a couple million a year, shout out to you. I ain't hating. Oh, you're going to tell somebody what they need to be doing. Find what you need to be doing. What's your thumb screw? What's your journey? What's your mission? Because if you find that and you get on that path, you know what that gives? That gives people the ability to see that and what that looks like and to come and ask you for assistance. Then you can say, well, the first thing that I would say you might need to do, since you asked, is stop smoking weed. I have said that to people before. While smoking weed, I'm looking them dead in their face like, you need to stop smoking. Yeah, you need to stop smoking. Weed ain't good. Not for you. Right? You a hypocrite. What? You sound stupid. Your doctor tell you to take chemotherapy. Well, are you taking it? No, I don't have cancer, man. Right? Like, we need to be still. Because somebody, you see what I'm saying? And now remember, you asked the doctor. So if you ask me and you tell me what's going on in your life, and I tell you need to stop smoking weed, and you tell me I'm a hypocrite, no, I'm not. I got businesses. I got mates. I got relationships. I got family. I take care of I got money. You don't. You fucked up. You struggling. You telling me you still smoking like you smoke as much as I do? I don't know why. I don't know how. It probably is your problem. See how that works? It's not about what we did so other people need to do. You know what I'm saying? Nah. I found how to figure out what I need to do. Your assistance is in helping them. Listen to this. Helping them find out what they need to do. They found out what they need to do. I made a decision. I realized. I recognized. With your assistance, of course. But you ain't going to tell me what I need to do. Why? Tell me why you think I need to do that. If I ask you for that, all this projecting on the people that ain't asking because you feel proud of yourself because you accomplished something. You throwing dirt on your buried treasure. You found it, you dug it up, you opened it up, you realized it was a treasure. Now you gonna close it up, put it back in the home, get to burying it again. That's what you're doing with that. I invite you to pay attention to the projections you put on people. Okay? What y'all tell people what they should be doing. That's why I love my teacher. I got one teacher on the planet. There's one person that I call and that drops the game on me, that motivates me, that teaches me, that brings my attention to shit. And when I call him and I'm like, look, man, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like fucked up, man. And it's like, shit, I don't know what the fuck, man. What should I do, bro? He'll say, well, let me ask you this. Well, what's up? So you said yeah, blah, 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 blah. And blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so woo. All right, so how do you feel about it? Man, I feel like Well, do you feel like it was worth it? Well, I mean, So if you had to do again, would you do it again? Yeah, I'll do it again because, I feel like and oh, okay. All right, well, if that's the case, then if I do it again, then shit, that means that I wanted it to happen. I would have did, so I might as well accept it. You know what? I know what I need to do. Hey, man, good look. He don't tell me never, bro, you should Nah, bro, you should. Because if I do anything out of pocket from the response, now, man, I knew I shouldn't have. I ain't never told you. He never, ever tells me what I should do, even if I ask. He asks questions to elicit, to get me to ask and to answer the questions, which makes me think about what I'm trying to figure out. That's what a good teacher do. That's what a good teacher do. You know what I'm saying? When people are telling you what you should do, you need to be cautious of most people. You know what I'm saying? You need to be cautious. Like, that's something we learn in the Condor approach. Like, be careful about that. Be careful, because especially if you are a somebody that they look to for guidance, for answers, like you the medicine man, you the shaman, this and that, you assisted people, and they ask you what should they do, and you get them an answer. Well, good luck, because if that didn't work, your fault. We don't tell people what they should do. We invite them to look at the different things surrounding those choices. Think about it like your kid is asking you what they should do, and you're trying to get them to practice independence. What questions would you ask them to make them realize what they should do? You know, in the school I come from, we always say, keep it simple enough for a child to understand. The high science is cool when we doing the philosophy and we all in the group and we trying to show that we read some books, we took some courses, we know the names of those things. That's cool. But keep it simple enough for a child could understand it. So when we dealing with listen, I have literally, when I have been in the point where I am frustrated and I don't know what the best route to move in, I have went and sat my children down and explained everything to them. So look, y'all, and I was planning on doing this, but you know, the finances, we only have enough money to do this, but this is very important to me, and and I don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? And the littlest one might be like, get some juice, drink some juice. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And I'll go get some juice. And then the middle ones might be like, okay, we'll try to get some more money. You know, all right, put that down. And then the middle ones, they might ask me some questions like, well, why you ain't just, oh, because I was, but remember, okay, so, and then they'll give me their input like, oh, well, and I'm telling y'all, every time that I've done that, when I've walked away, I've had to answer. I've had to answer to the dilemma, to the, damn, I'm trying to fix, like literally, because children keep it simple. And so we have to practice that same magic. Children keep it real simple. And, you know, if you can't do that, then you don't know the subject the way you think you do. And you shouldn't be teaching about it. So let me just throw that out there. Okay. So let me see. So yeah, I just wanted to get on to share that. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to, just a couple things. Like I said, scrolling today, I just kind of was like, wait a minute, like, nah, come on now, y'all. Like, let's really look into this, right? And for those of y'all who don't know, when I am dealing with health and healing, I come from what I have called the healing of the kingdoms. This is my contribution to the healing community, is the understanding of healing with the kingdoms. And those kingdoms is the mineral kingdom, the plant kingdom, the fungi kingdom, the animal kingdom, and the kingdom of man. And in each of those kingdoms, there is healing and there is medicine. In the mineral kingdom, there's monatomic gold, there's colloidal silver, there's calcium and iron. These levels need to be correct for your body to find its greatest homeostasis. In the plant kingdom, we already know that that's where the majority of healing comes from. Your herbs, your herbal healing, your plants, your diet, right? And then of course the fungi kingdom, which is one of the newest studied, coming out every day with information. Fungi outnumbers plants 7-1. So for every plant on this planet, there's at least 7 fungi. So when we talk about the medicinal and the healing value of plants, there are thousands of fungi that have healing potential that are being studied and discovered every day. And then, of course, there's the animal kingdom, the Cambo frog, the snake venoms, scorpion venom, the platypus venom, the Gila monster venom, bee venom, okay? And then, of course, the kingdom of man, yoga, meditation, prayer, placebo. These are all the kingdoms, and all of those kingdoms should be utilized in some way in a holistic health journey. So with that being said, I invite you to log on to www.houseofgenesis.org. Sign up for our email list. Go to YouTube, the Psychonaut Academy of Detroit, the pad, subscribe. I am about to start doing less videos. You're not going to be seeing a whole lot of me. I'll probably be doing a finalization or a, you know what I'm saying, something coming up soon, but there's a lot going on, a lot being put together, and we're plotting and planning, and we're changing how things are being done. So this is one of the last, I'm sure. So just want to tell y'all who have been here and have been man, just supporting all of this time, who've been here through my growth and development, who's been to the pad, who's done ceremonies, who have, you know, done medicines everywhere else I've traveled to, the lectures that I've given, the conferences I've been a part of. Oh man, you know, the people who supported me, you know, and congratulated me on National Geographic, hitting the front page of the Detroit Free Press. You know what I'm saying? Just all the accolades and just all of that. I appreciate y'all because it's because of y'all. Shout out to the Spiritual Ascension University. That's a dope academy. If you want to take part in my teachings, I am teaching there. You can sign up for the classes, www.spiritualascensionuniversity.com. Dope school. They got a lot of different things that you might want to check out. But again, I just wanted to say a sincere thank you. You know what I'm saying? To the people who rocked with me, the people who seen me, the people who supported me. Amidst all of the haters out there and the naysayers and the people who just hate me because they ain't me. And y'all's like, nah, we know he a real one. I fucks with y'all. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Those y'all who don't judge me, you know what I'm saying? Don't ask me to be something other than I am to be accepted as if I would. But I appreciate y'all. I really do. I love y'all. I'm here for y'all. Y'all know how to contact me. Y'all know where I'm at. Tell somebody that you love them in the language they can understand it in. Peace.